Hey guys, Dan here. Thought I'd do a quick video whilst I'm driving into the bank, just to update you guys on what I'm doing and how everything's going. It's been a while since I've done a YouTube video actually talking about my DJ stuff. So yes, I'm still doing it. I've had loads of people ask me, am I still DJing? Yes, I am, and the reason I haven't been sort of uploading stuff to YouTube as much is because sort of 2 years ago, around late sort of 2013, I joined a multi-op company, which is basically a company where I work under their name, I work under their rules, things like that. And their rule is any sort of videos, photos, anything I take whilst working for them is sort of to be promoted by them and not sort of sent out by me, because it's fair enough. Because if I sort of took a video of me doing a good job, posted it out online, someone saw it and then come to me direct, they'd feel like I'm sort of robbing them because I was working under their name and they potentially should be their client, which, fair enough. So that's why I haven't been doing as many videos and things like that on YouTube. But I will do these sort of vlog updates and let you guys know what's going on every now and then. And if I can get the odd video up, I will. And stuff like equipment reviews, I'll be doing some more of things like that, so I'll get back into it. It's been a while. But what's been going on with me, my December was crazy. Sort of the craziest December I've had like ever, I think. Like I must have had 15 jobs booked in, I can't even remember. But sort of every week in December I had a minimum of at least sort of 4 jobs in a row, which was absolutely crazy. But the good thing was they were sort of all in the same location. So the thing with working under this multi-op is they can sort of send me to London and then the next day I could be in Bristol, or the day after I could be in Birmingham. But luckily for me, the December ones all happened to be in the same sort of place. So I had about 4 in London and I had another 2 in Bristol. I had another couple in London. But there was a lot of firsts in my December as well, actually. I had a lot of sort of first time things that I wasn't expecting to sort of do yet. But I did my first castle job, so I did my first gig in a castle, which was really strange. But it was good. It was weird because I've always wanted to work in a castle, but we had to work with the band, so the setup was a little bit different. And I'll go into the setup in a minute, because obviously I've changed stuff, because I've learnt lessons from stuff and things like that, so I'll talk about that. But mainly December I did my first castle job. I also did my first same-sex wedding reception, which was fine. I don't know why people make such a big deal of it or worry about it as much as people seem to online and stuff, because if you just treat it like any other wedding, 9 times out of 10 that's how your clients want it to be treated, and it will just go down well. So just don't worry about it, just approach it how you would any other event, and they'll usually appreciate that. I mean, if they want something different, they'll tell you, but 9 times out of 10, I think, just do it as you would any other event, it'll be fine. Other questions I get, am I still working with Jamie? Jamie's sort of out there doing his own thing, but I mean, if Jamie wanted to work on a job with me, or if Jamie wanted me to work on a job with him, I'm sure we'd do that. But at the moment we're both sort of doing our own things. I mean, me working under this multi-op, I'm sort of in charge of the training part of it now. So if there's a new DJ coming into the company or wants to get involved in the company and wants to come and sort of see what I do, come out with me, learn what I do, I'll take him out and sort of train him up. So that's happening, that's quite exciting. I'm also working under MFA Bowl. So MFA Bowl, I might have posted stuff about this. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll probably see. But MFA Bowl, I do a Wednesday and a Friday. I used to do 8 till 12 on a Wednesday, but for Wednesday night sort of quieted down, so I've cut it back to doing to 11 PM. But I mean, it seems to be picking up. I mean, I've started doing a sort of competition in the last couple of weeks where we play an obscure song, and if the people can guess sort of the artist and the title of the song, we will give them some free vouchers to get some free games of bowling and things like that, and that seems to be going down quite well. Fridays are a lot busier than the Wednesdays, but they're still not, it's not sort of get on a dance floor dance type of venue, it's more oh, they're playing games of bowling, let's get them jigging on the lanes a little bit, and that's going well. I've also installed some lights down there. We did that in October. That went quite nicely, because when we got there, or when I got there as a contract, I mean, Jamie come down and helped me out a lot, so that was useful. But when we got there was no sort of working disco lights. They used to have it above the alleys, so when they turned all the main lane lights off, you had some sort of disco lights going on above the alleys, and it looked awesome. So we had that, and basically none of them worked when we got there, so head office said they wouldn't fund anything, so I decided to fund it myself, and then basically say to them that if I ever decide to leave, I will take the lights with me. But until that day, you can have them, and we'll just keep them up there. So that's the deal I've got going with them, and I've been there for sort of 8 months now. Yeah, 8 months. So it's going quite well. They haven't told me they hate me yet, so we're all good there. But setup wise, my setup's changed a lot since I've last sort of done a YouTube video. Hang on, I'm just going to overtake a cyclist. Anyone who knows me knows I don't really get on very well with cyclists, and I feel they're very dangerous, but that's my personal opinion and I'm entitled to that. But no, my setup, it has changed a lot. I've sort of gone back to Radius 3000, so I don't know the last thing I posted on YouTube, Facebook or whatever, but I'm on Radius 3000s. We're using RCF speakers, but it's more little things I've been concentrating on. So as I said, me and Jamie are kind of doing our own thing more now, and yes, I'm head of training and taking roadies out with me, but there might still be the position where I have to do something on my own, or go out and do a job on my own, and in that case I want to make my setup as easy as possible for me to be able to do that. So with things like lighting, wing nuts are always terrible, so what I did is I went through thinking of things that, for example, I would have to do on my own. For example, when you're putting a light up on a deck stand, you need 2 hands, one to hold the light up, the other hand to do the bolt up. Sometimes it's a struggle on your own. So I used to have quick clamps, which are like quick release clamps where you push your bolt up into the clamp and it locks onto the stand. I mean, they were great, but they still could be fiddly at times. So I've switched it all to G clamps, so we can just sort of hook it over the bar now and tighten it up. So that's cool. And that saves us a lot of time actually, so things like that I can do on my own. Carrying stuff, I've sort of stripped down the size of my lighting rig and things like that, so I don't use com scans anymore, I use inner pocket scans, which a lot of you out there might say, yeah, that's kind of the same thing. Yeah, but they're smaller, they're lighter, and I think they're brighter, so that helps me out. They're smaller, it takes some weight off my rig. Anything that shreds weight or anything like that is useful to me. And I also now use a mini deco, which is it's a great light actually. It's a great budget light. It costs about £40–50, and it fills a room, and it's really not a bad light at all. I don't know why more people don't have it. So I use that, and that's also got a G clamp on it to help me sort of clamp it over. And the other thing that really sort of worried me about working on my own was that putting a speaker up on a speaker stand would sometimes be a struggle. Like, I would lift a speaker to try put it in a speaker stand, and you'd need someone to help you sort of guide it onto the pole. And what I've done to sort of counteract that now is, yes, I could get it on the pole, that wasn't a struggle, but what it was getting it up to a height. So yeah, I can get it onto a pole and it's sort of low down, but if I wanted to get it to a decent height where it's sort of above head height and like nice sort of decent quality sort of sound going out, I would need to sort of lift it really high, and it's when I'm lifting the speaker up high that is when I struggle to put it on the stand. So I've invested in some Gator framework ID stands, which are like fantastic actually. They're really sort of low profile and compact. They're sort of a lot slimmer and easier to carry because of the way they're designed, and on top of that they have an easy lift sort of piston system, which helps get them up into the air. So once I lift them on, you release a little lever and then it automatically lifts the speaker up for you. So there's little things like that I've been sort of looking at really introducing into my rig, just so if I had the case where I did have to go out and work on my own, I could do it and it'd be a lot easier. Don't really know what else to update you on. No, I don't really have anything else right now. I mean, I worked with Rich a lot in December. Rich is doing great. No, he doesn't do many YouTube videos anymore, so we'll keep you guys up to date on Rich, but he's doing great. He's having fun with his new little thing he's doing. But yeah, apart from that, it's all great. But if you guys want anything from me, sort of updates on equipment, want some advice, anything like that, please still sort of get in touch with me. I'm happy to help anyone out. But yeah, like my December was crazy. I've got a ton of bookings in for the rest of this year. I think it's just going to be real fun. So yeah, I will upload this and hopefully get some more videos out soon. See you later, guys.